Malacañang vows a better MRT during the Duterte administration amid public frustration over the many problems besetting the train system. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque on Monday says President Rodrigo Duterte, famous for his outrage over the country's drug problem, will apply the same formidable political will in solving the MRT's troubles. Roque asks the public to give the Duterte government a chance to deal with the seemingly endless frustrations about the MRT. Roque says, quote, "With the president assuming that he will be responsible for the MRT, let us give the president the opportunity to rectify the many problems that his administration inherited from the past dispensation." Last week, some 130 to 140 commuters were forced to walk on train tracks after the MRT carriage they were riding got detached from the train's main body. Duterte on Saturday said the detachment of the train coach may have involved sabotage. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte offers China the chance for one of its firms to be the third major telecommunications company in the country. Presidential spokesman Harry Roque says the move aims to end the duopoly in the Philippines' telecommunications industry. Roque says the offer was made to China because of its supposed proven capability to provide telecom services to millions of users. The Philippine government is now waiting for Chinese telecom companies to submit their proposals. Roque says the government will only take 45 days to determine if the offer will be taken. The last time the Philippine government entered into a communications deal with a Chinese company was in 2007, when it signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Chinese firm ZTE for a national broadband network. The project was riddled with anomalies, with former First Gentleman Mike Arroyo linked to allegations of overpricing and corruption. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says former Dangerous Drugs Board Chief Dionisio Santiago was fired by President Rodrigo Duterte not just for his public statements, but also for supposedly going on extravagant trips abroad and bringing his mistress along with him. The DDB Employees Union, in a complaint dated October 25, accuses Santiago of supposedly taking trips to Vienna, Austria, and the United States to attend meetings on anti-drug enforcement in his capacity as DDB chief. The complaint says while only his presence was required at the conferences, he brought along his mistress and selected favorite DDB employees, the expenses of whom were also charged the DDB's budget. Santiago is also accused of receiving gifts and favors from drug lords, including former Osamis City Mayor Reynaldo Parohinog, back when he was Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency chief. Parohinog was killed during a police anti-drug raid last July. The DDB Employees Union also accuses Santiago of designating former DDB chairman Benjamin Reyes as acting chairman while he goes abroad, despite Duterte publicly firing Reyes. They also say Reyes continues to receive his DDB salary. Duterte fired Santiago after he said the establishment of the Nueva Ecija Mega Drug Rehabilitation Facility was a mistake. Reyes, on the other hand, was fired for contradicting Duterte's claim on the number of drug users in the country. House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez on Monday says he will prohibit Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno's lawyers from attending the House Justice Committee's next hearing if Sereno herself fails to show up. The House Justice Committee is set to determine if there is probable cause to pursue the impeachment complaint against Sereno. Alvarez says, quote, "Now, her lawyers, I will not let them in the committee hearing. They have no business there. They're not the ones being impeached. Why would they be there? Unless the subject of the impeachment is there, then the lawyers can be there too." Sereno earlier asked the committee to allow her lawyers to cross-examine complainant Larry Gadon's witnesses who may be presented during the hearing. But Alvarez and Justice Committee Chairman Reynaldo Umali say only Sereno herself can conduct the cross-examination. The House Justice Committee will have to vote on Sereno's request. Should it be rejected, the Sereno camp says they will elevate the appeal to the Supreme Court. Alvarez slams Sereno's lawyers over this pronouncement, saying an impeachment is Congress's exclusive jurisdiction. Charles Manson, the psychopathic guru who masterminded a savage killing spree in the United States in the 1960s, dies at 83. In the late 1960s, Manson headed an apocalyptic cult that committed random murders in upscale, mostly white neighborhoods of Los Angeles. Deborah Tate, the sister of Manson's most famous victim, Sharon Tate, says she received a call from prison officials saying Manson, who had long been ill, died Sunday evening. California prison officials later confirmed the death. Tate was an actress and a model. She was 2 weeks away from giving birth at the time she was stabbed 16 times by members of Manson's cult in her home.